The next ones. Oh man, this is too big to fit on the screen. Well, I'll just cut the picture off of it. I'll read it first and then I'll move it up. Pablo will rent a car for a day. The rental company offers two pricing options, option A and option B. For each pricing option, cost in dollars depends on miles driven as shown below. So just looking at our graph and using some common sense here, miles driven, cost in dollars. If I drive 0 miles, option A is going to cost me $30, and then it's going to increase as I drive. If I drive 0 miles, option B costs me $60, but option B is just going to cost me $60 all the way across, right? Doesn't matter how many miles I drive. So it says, if Pablo drives a rental car for 75 miles, which option is going to cost me more? Well, 75 miles isn't specifically marked, but where is 75 miles? It's going to be halfway between the 60 and the 90, right? So at 75 miles, if I look here, how much does option A cost me? $45, right? If I go up to option B, how much is option B going to cost me? $60. Which one costs me more? Option B. How much more did it cost? $60 minus 45, right? $15. Or they're each going up by 5, 10, 15. Now, I got to move my board a little bit so we can see the second part of that question. The second part of that question says, for what number of miles driven do the two options cost the same? Well, where do they cost the same? They cost the same right here where the two lines intersect each other. The miles are dropping down to the bottom, so how many miles is that? 150 miles, right? 150 miles. If Pablo drives less than this amount, meaning less than the 150, you can pick anything less than the 150. Maybe you want to go to 60. Doesn't matter. If he drives less than this amount, which one is going to cost me less? Anywhere less than this, which line do I run into first? Option A. So, checking to see if you know how to read a graph and all of that good stuff. Sam can choose Plan A or Plan B for his long-distance charges. For each plan, the cost in dollars depends on the minutes used per month as shown below. So, option A starts out, if I don't make any phone calls, I don't have to pay any money, and my price increases as I goes along. Option B, I have to pay $10 just to have my phone, whether I talk on the phone or not, for the first 80 minutes. Then after that, it starts going up if I talk more than 80 minutes. So it says if Sam makes 200 minutes of long-distance calls, 200 minutes, which plan is going to cost me less? Plan B is going to cost me less, because that's the one I run into first, right? But then I have to know how much less. So if I look, for 200 minutes, how much did Plan B cost me? $16. How much would have Plan A cost me? $20. So how much more did it, or how much less did it cost?
$4.
$4 less. $4 less. 20 minus 16, $4. Now, to see the second part of that, but I still need the graph. For what number of long-distance minutes do the two plans cost the same? 120. Right here's where they intersect. If I go straight down to the number of minutes, 120 minutes. If the time spent on long-distance calls is less than this amount, so use the 40 or the 80, Which plan is going to cost me less? Plan A is going to cost me less. That's the first line I run into, right? Plan A. Tammy is going to rent a car for a day. The rental company offers two pricing options, option A and option B. For each pricing option, cost in dollars depends on the miles driven as shown below. So option A starts at $35 and increases from there. Option B starts at $50 and stays $50 the whole time. If Tammy drives the rental car 120 miles, which one is going to cost me more? Option A is going to cost me more. So at 120 miles, option B is costing me $50. Option A is going to cost me $65, right? So how much more did it cost? $15. Second part of that. For what number of miles driven do the two options cost the same?
60.
60. They intersect here at 60. If Tammy drives less than this amount, less than 60, which option is going to cost me less? So if I pick something less than 60, option A is the one I run into first. So that's the one that's going to cost me less.